Oh, we're live. Hold on a second. Hey guys, how is everyone doing? I'm really excited. Can you guys see us? Hear us? 9 people waiting. Oh, you guys, let's see in the chat. Let's see, give it a second. I know that we're live. Hey, Lady Tink. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Matthew. Hey, guys. Hi, Stevie. Oh my God, how are you doing? I love all your music. If you guys haven't, Steve plays the guitar and he's fantastic. So definitely go check out his channel. Hi, Miki. Hey, Mom. How are you?
Hi, Lucy.
Okay, so now that we have some peeps in here, lights, camera, Tamra. Is it a backdrop? I was looking for a bunch on Amazon. Actually, this is just a like a screensaver. Like a back, like it cuts me out. So yeah, I'm pretty soaked.
She's got the poop.
Okay. Hey Dora, hey Tanya. Ladies, Miami, Florida. Oh, Tanya, you're close to me. Maybe we'll have to go get a drink sometime. All right. So I just want to start off really quick. This is Julene. Wait, let me see. What direction do I need to go?
That's
okay.
The right
now
way.
I get it.
You got
Yay! Okay, so this is Julene. Hey, Josie. Hey, Damo. Oh my God, Damo's about to have the baby. Damo, you better send me pictures of that damn baby. I know he's gonna be so cute. Okay, so this is Julene. She's an astrologer, and let me tell you guys, like, I wasn't really big in astrology until I met Julene, and let me tell you, there's things that she called to a T, like creepy things. Like somebody's gonna approach you today and they're gonna tell you something that's gonna make you really angry, and it's gonna be a secret enemy you don't know. And guess what? Sure enough, a few hours later, getting my nails done at the nail salon, and sure enough, I heard who that secret enemy was. So, with that being said, Julene is a stud. Please make sure you check out her channel. It's Jovi Star Soul Astrology. I'm going to make sure that I link it in the comment section below or put it somewhere for you guys. That way, you know, you guys can definitely subscribe. And I think that Julene is also going to be doing well, here's the thing. So whoever goes and likes and subscribes to her channel, I'm going to be offering a free reading to, because we're going to pick one person. So make sure you go subscribe to her channel and like it, and then we'll do a free like comment drawing thing. And then I think, Julene, what were you going to do? I think that this is like
I'll do a free reading, astrology reading for the same person that wins your drawing.
Yay! Okay, cool. So hopefully everyone is in. Hey! Oh, everyone's saying, hey, Julene.
Hi.
Hit the like button. Yes, guys, please hit the like button, because I know that helps us like get more, you know, people watching and that type of thing. If you guys see me looking down, it's because I'm trying to look at the comments. So I apologize if that's kind of weird and wonky. All right, so I think that what we wanted to do you want to discuss really quick, Julene? See, I keep going this way because you're on the side of me, but Julene, do you want to talk about, yes, I know, right? Do you want to talk about what the full moon is with this eclipse and how big of a deal it is? Because I think that that's so important for people to know.
Yeah, this is the full moon lunar eclipse on the Taurus Scorpio axis at 27 degrees, which is very close to the end of the zodiacal degrees for those signs. So it earmarks significant events at 27 degrees. It is called the blood moon / beaver moon, which is kind of weird. I like looked at that and I went, I don't know if I want to say that out loud, but but here
that sounds a little intense. I'm out.
Right, I know, but here I am saying it out loud because it's correct. But the eclipse lasted 3.5 hours, which is a huge lunar event. That hasn't happened in 500 years. So astrologers are really keeping an eye out for things that might happen in the next 1 to 6 months.
Oh, wait, Julie, they said that they can't hear you.
They can't hear me. Oh my gosh.
I can hear her. Does anyone else? No one else can hear her? You know what? I don't know.
I don't either.
If you guys can't hear her, will you put it in the chat box?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Can you guys hear her? Hey, everybody. Hey, Matthew. Can you guys hear Julene? Yes or no?
Summer says she can hear, and so does Doma the Gemini. She can hear. Of course,
Marcy, Josie. Okay, cool. Oh, guess what, Josie? You guys, I'm gonna come to Arizona.
Yes,
Hey,
come to Arizona. Not in the summer. Don't come in the summer.
Oh, it says that your mic is low. That's what they said. Your mic.
Oh, my mic is low. Okay.
Yeah, they said that they can't hear as well.
Okay. Give me a second.
Just a little bit.
Just a sec.
Oh, am I older? Or it's hard to hear me? Let's see. All right, give us a second. Technical difficulties. So, attracted. Okay, Josie, can you hear me or no? I feel like I'm on like a Verizon or a Sprint commercial. Which one is it?
Which one is it? Can you guys hear us now?
Yeah, I think that they can.
Okay, good. Hey, Brandy, the Gemini. You got all these Geminis here.
Well, you know.
I know.
Oh, Julene's a Gemini too. Everyone say hi to Dustin. Or I'm sorry, Relic. God damn it, I said your first name. I'm sorry, Dustin. Oh, you got to see.
It's okay. Like he's over here hanging in the background. The technical crew.
Yeah, I'm messing it up. If y'all can't hear it tonight, it's because of me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, honestly, I just think it's, too much fantastic energy, if you ask me.
Hey.
Okay, Matthew says that he can hear us both fine. Now there's kind of an echo. So, Aries here. You know how I love Aries. I love me some Aries, for sure. Give us a sec. And Virgo, yes! Oh, yeah. Okay, while we're fixing this, guys, sound off in the comments below what sign you are. And then also, too, for those of you guys that are just coming in right now, make sure that you guys go like and subscribe to her channel. And we're going to pick a winner. What do you say? Sunday, Julene?
Yeah, Sunday will work. I'll let you do it on the random winner selector. And then you can let me know. Yeah, and then you can give them
double Leo. Yes. I love the fire signs. Fire signs give me life, honestly. Okay. So, back to the reading. Taurus, Virgo. Oh my gosh, one of my best friends is a Taurus. Shout out to the Booski. I love it. Virgo. Okay, so Aquarius, hey. All right, let's get into it, Julie. Okay, so 27 degrees. Go ahead.
27 degrees on the Taurus Scorpio axis for the lunar eclipse that has not occurred in 500 years. This eclipse was 3.5 hours long. It occurred on the eastern seaboard at 4:02 a.m., where I'm at 2:02 a.m., and in California at 1:02. So if any of you guys couldn't sleep last night, that might be why.
How many people had issues sleeping? North Node, Libra, Scorpio. I love Libras too. I think they're fantastic and sassy, and Scorpios.
They are.
Okay, I just subscribed. Thank you, Mara of Light. How many of you guys had a hard time sleeping?
Or lots of dreams.
You know what I think? There's a big lag, Julene.
Is there a big lag?
Yeah, I think so.
It doesn't show it on my screen. I don't see a lag. Can you see it?
Kind of. Oh, a Cancer broke my heart. Okay, you got, yeah, so now they're coming in. I did. Okay. I couldn't sleep. I did. I'm a Scorpio, Libra moon, and rising. Oh, I'm a Libra rising too. All right, so do you want to do the collective?
Yeah, let's do
it. Honestly, I had a weird dream that I was beating people up, so I don't know what that says about me. Sips the tea.
All right, let's take a look at the chart, and we'll do the collective reading. So
Perfect.
here it is. You guys see the chart? This is the universal chart for the eclipse that occurred last night. As you can see, we have the moon here and we have the sun here. When the moon and the sun are exact opposition, that is an eclipse. The fact that it is close to the lunar nodes makes it a lunar eclipse. So that's what happened last night.
Awesome.
Yeah. So this eclipse happened in Taurus and Scorpio. So when you think about Taurus, Taurus is ruled by Venus. So it could have affected relationships, your level of comfort, your home situation. Scorpio over here is all about intensity and deep diving into thinking. So when you have Mercury here and you have Mars here, and the sun in Scorpio, Scorpio doesn't play. So Scorpio sun takes a look at what's going on underneath. It thinks about it on a very, very visceral level. And then Mars, Scorpio, Mars gets to the bottom of things. So we're expecting in astrology that something significant could happen to different people in different areas of life. And we'll go around that when we do the horoscopes. But that has to do with endings and beginnings. So these eclipses are all about fate, destined endings, turning points, revelations. They can trigger events, like I said, from 1 to 6 months.
So when you say trigger events, like what exactly does that mean though? Like, is it huge endings? Is it possibilities? Like, what exactly is it?
It can be all of the above. It depends on what's going on in your life. If there's something in your life that's reached its expiration date and you haven't wanted to let go of it, the universe might just say, pry it out of your cold, dead hands and just say, sorry, you gotta let it go. And that could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be your living situation, anything like that. So yeah, something fated, something that's good for you in the long run may not feel good at the time, or you might be super happy about it.
Well, you know, my motto is if you're not laughing, then you're in a corner crying. So
Exactly.
I just like try to take it on the chin and keep it pushing, whatever the change may be. But
the interesting thing about this eclipse as well is that it is forming a T-square to Saturn in Aquarius. So Aquarius is the collective. It affects all of the people. And Saturn is all about stability and lessons and responsibility. So when there's a T-square formed in astrology, it creates more tension in the opposition. So, and it's going to focus on something that is significant and stable or unstable in your life.
yes. Well, let the cards come crashing down, right?
Let the cards come crashing down. Also, too, Whitney, I should say that Jupiter here is also in a T-square, which comes into play with all of these eclipse energies. Jupiter is in a T-square as well with Uranus, and I drew that crooked, but I'll draw it straight, with Uranus and with Mars, so, and Mercury. So when you think about Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, uncovering something significant and maybe getting a little pissed off about it, because, you know, Scorpio usually doesn't play. They can blow shit up. Jupiter will magnify those emotions. Jupiter will magnify those emotions, and Uranus will cause a significant disruption, because we call Uranus the planet of sudden changes or awakening. So it can be something sudden.
So, and I think for the collective, because I just pulled a few cards myself, I think that things are changing, and they're changing very quickly, right? We have, oh, you can't see the card.
Oh. Your background is, there we go.
Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the 8 of Wands, right? So there's a lot of change coming, and I think that the change is coming when we least expect it. But for a lot of us, it could be change in communication. It also can be a lot of, like, let's say, like, you've been getting kicked in the dick, right? Like, taking it in the shorts constantly. I feel like things are going to change. And I think that when you've done the work behind it, I definitely feel like everything is starting to mold and come to a different perspective. I also feel like things that are hidden, just like Julene said, those are being blown up. You know, secrets that we've kept for a period of time for not doing what we're supposed to do, or if there's anything that's not right, I definitely feel 100% with the High Priestess and the Eight of Wands. It's like those secrets are being exposed, right? Let's see. Can you guys see that? Oh, shoot. Anyways, but here's the weird thing. I feel like we also have the Sun here and the Hierophant. So with the Sun and the Hierophant here, it's like whatever is happening, whatever communication is coming in, and for some of you guys, you may be getting a lot of telepathic messages that is causing the change, but it's also creating a level of balance and duality. Yes, changing. God only knows how this is going to play out. Well, here's the dope thing, right? You have the Sun here. So whatever it is, it's for your better purpose or for the greater good. Like it's pushing you towards your life purpose, and it may be ending certain things in your life that like we've had a hard time letting go of, whether it's relationships, like she said, jobs, whatever it may be. Those things are starting to turn and they're starting to break apart because it's like you're elevating, right? When you elevate, the shit that's below you, it's going to fall off because it can't sustain that energy. And when you're elevating, they either elevate, your job elevates, your person elevates, whatever elevates, or it's time for something new and it's time for you guys to pivot. So I also wanted to know, they love it, by the way, Julene. I just wanted to say that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I love this because I feel like with tarot and astrology, they definitely go hand in hand. And there's a lot of times where I'll be talking to Julene and she'll be saying something about astrology, about the placements, and then I'll pull cards and it's the same cards.
It's actually
so that's why I was like,
right?
Yeah, like how many times has that happened? Hold on.
A lot. It's a little creepy.
So I just think also too, there's a level of resistance, right? I think that there's been a lot going on over these last 3 months. I think since Virgo season, it was like Leo season, we were out showing our ass, having a good time, right? And then I think Virgo season, Libra season, and Scorpio season, I think that there's been a darker change a little bit where we've been fighting. And I feel like our resilience is about to pay off, especially when it comes to your spirituality and everything like that. And now I feel like we're going to be kicking into some type of pleasure. I'm here for that. 100%. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into the signs. Julene, do you want to explain how you're going to do the signs?
Yep, I'm going to do that here. We can start with, let's start with the beginning. We'll start with the beginning of the zodiac and we'll talk about Aries. And I just want to say, this is an interesting thing. When I started to learn astrology, I asked my teacher, after I started to learn about the house placements and how everything moves around, I was like, so how in the world am I reading my horoscope for my whole life for my sun sign, and how do those astrologers actually do horoscopes for sun signs? And she said, well, they don't. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes perfect sense. Because the sun in every sign, wherever you were born, is going to be in a different house. So the horoscopes are actually your rising sign. So these are going to be for everybody's rising sign. If you don't know what your rising sign is, head over to AstroCharts or astroseek.com, pull up your chart, just throw in your details, and you'll be able to see what your rising sign is. Your rising sign sits right here on the horizon, and that's what your horoscope is going to show, because that is how you show up in the world. That's how people see you. That's what your physical body feels. So these horoscopes and readings are going to be for your rising sign. So we'll get right into it. Aries, if you are an Aries rising, this eclipse is happening in your second house of values, and it will be exactly opposite the 8th house. So those are the money houses in astrology. So that's your earned income, your security, what you value, your comfort. And the 8th house is about significant partnerships, contracts, taxes, It can be about sex too. You never know. And I know, right? And other people's money. So if you're an Aries rising, those are the areas of life that this eclipse could be affecting for better or for worse. So good luck to every Aries rising out there. What do you got, Whitney?
Okay, so hold on. I guess I could tell you guys. I'm a Libra rising too. I feel like with this eclipse, with this full moon, I think the darker aspect of it is things that we've lied to ourselves about, right? Whatever lies we've told ourselves, whatever things we've told ourselves that we've believed, right, in order to make ourselves feel better, whether it's somebody else that's lying to you, Aries, or you lying to yourself, there's something here where that's being released. It's like the truth is finally coming out, and there's a truth that's setting people free, I feel like. And I also feel like there's a level of growth that's happening spiritually. It's like almost like, remember when Ariel lost her voice, right? I feel like that's the lies, right? Essentially, it's like we lose who we are when we're not honest with ourselves. And I feel like something about this full moon, it's bringing us back to the center, and it's really showing us, you know, who we really are at a core level. And I feel like it's creating a lot of growth because we're changing, right? We're the ones that are changing. We're the ones that are no longer pretending like everything is okay, right? Aries likes to pretend like everything's okay because you guys are go-getters. You focus on your work. You bang shit out. Where now it's shifting completely. And I also feel like when it comes to love and romance, let me pull a card for love and romance because I know you guys want that too. Hold on. Woo, that just popped out. Hold on one more time. What's going on with Aries romantically for this full moon? You know, Leo energy. Okay. Hello. Can I come in? Wait a minute. There we go. I feel like I'm in Ghost. Remember that movie? Okay, so it's strength, right? Said eclipse energy will be from now on 6 months out. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that this is a huge impact, Damo. Like, I think that this is going to be a crazy change, but I'm actually really excited for it. As far as love is concerned, I feel like there's going to be somebody that's very focused on you, or you're going to be very focused on your person. I feel like there's somebody that wants you back, Aries, or there's somebody that wants to reconnect with you. I also feel like there's somebody that's digging up dirt on you possibly, or you may be doing the dirt digging, either one. Like somebody's very focused and stalking. Oh my gosh. Live the life, not eating people. What the heck is going on there? But I also feel like there's a lot of hidden emotions that somebody is very focused on, like somebody's watching you, especially when it comes to romantically, or you're watching somebody. But it's weird. You have the Four of Wands here. So with this eclipse, I feel like the obsession and the stalking, it's going to come to like some type of meetup here. It's interesting with the Four of Wands, right? And that's Venus and Aries. There's something very quickly that's going to happen with you and this person. There's going to be a level of stability, some type of excitement. I think that things are finally like going to be on the right path, because whatever lies were going on, whatever lies your person was telling you, that's all being washed away. Lady Tick, I'm always being stalked. Listen. Go ahead and stalk. Stalk away. Huh?
I told her not to be stressed out about that. You know, for Dama, are you done with your reading? Are you done with Aries yet? Or are we still moving? Okay.
Yep.
So Dama, you were asking about the time frame. I did say from 1 to 6 months. And another interesting thing about the eclipse is that if the rug wasn't ripped out from under your feet last night and today, a lot can be told by how Mars moves. And when Mars moves to the degree that the eclipse occurred in, which is 27 degrees, I think that's about December 10th or 11th, things could start to pop right around then. So that's not quite a month, but around then up to 6 months. So, yeah.
Brandy, not a Cancer stalking. Those are the worst. When Cancers stalk, it's like Cancer men in particular, they are legit stalkers. Like my mom dated a Cancer once, and this fool was hiding in bushes. Like he was like stalking her like crazy. Sorry for your business out there, Mom, but you know, gotta say that. Okay, so are these the kind of questions? Are these the things that you guys want answered, or is there something? Because I just want to make sure like we're hitting all the keynotes that you're looking for within inside of this reading? Oh, she says, oh, you make sense.
Yay. Cool. Do we want to move on to Taurus?
Let's do it.
Let's do Taurus. If you are a Taurus rising, this eclipse is hitting you right in the feels, right in your person and how you show up. It is in your first house of the self, so there could be some kind of change happening in your personal life with you directly, and also possibly with your relationships. So it could be something as small as you go out and get some kind of crazy haircut or hair color. It changes the way you look to everybody. Something changes about your personality. Or you could actually have a significant change in a relationship, a partnership. Doesn't have to be romantic, but some kind of relationship. So keep an eye out for that area of your life, Taurus. Okay. What do we got?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. So first thing I want to say is what is Taurus letting go of? Because it is like a full moon eclipse, right? So Taurus is obviously letting go of something. And I feel like there's a level of obsession, Taurus, that's with you. And maybe it's an obsession of how you want something to go, or there's something that you're being obsessive over right now. And I feel like you're letting that go. It's like whatever the obsession is, either you're taking a level of action towards it, or you're looking at it and saying, okay, this isn't healthy for me. I can't keep talking to this fool because, you know, it's making me obsessed. It's making me crazy, and it's making me possessive and wanting to control a situation. So I definitely feel like there's something that Taurus is releasing, and I feel like it's the obsession. What's interesting is once you complete that, right, I feel like there's something here where you complete the obsession and everything else starts to fall into place. I feel like there's going to be a slight pause before the pleasure comes. I definitely feel like that. It's almost like you're hitting a plateau where it's like the pause, like almost like the calm before the storm, but there's no storm. It's like all pleasure. So you guys can be wrapped up in your fluffy robe, okay? You're going to have your bomb-ass socks on, 13 Bath and Body Works candles going, and with a bag of chips and, you know, donuts on the side, right? I definitely feel like that the obsession of what somebody's been doing, it's ending. It's donezo. So whether that's work, whether that's a child that you can't control, whether that's a person, it's like you're like, I'm over that shit. Like all of a sudden, Taurus, you realize like I'm the fucking empress, okay? I don't need to deal with any of this. Hey, Claudia, I'm not gonna put up with this shit. You got me fucked up, right? I'm gonna step into my Taurus energy, and I'm gonna be the receptive energy and let you come to me. And I feel like that's changing things. It's changing things significantly. What's coming in for Taurus romantically? What's coming in for Taurus romantically with this full moon eclipse? I feel like it's a level of peace. Four of Swords, possibly a Libra, Jupiter in Libra, but guess who else is here? Gosh darn it. Come on. Okay, wait, maybe? Nope. Okay, there we go. The King of Pentacles, okay? So I feel like you're in contemplation right now, and I also feel like, Taurus, you're in a level of healing. Remember I said that you're kind of in that plateau where you've not finally completed it, where you're going to have like those couple of weeks, couple of days where maybe things are stagnant, but all of a sudden, I feel like you get what you want, you get the person, you get the commitment that you deserve. And I feel like it's something that's going to be very consistent and very steady.
Nice.
Hey, Rita. So,
Okay. Go
yeah.
Taurus. All right, so we move on to Gemini rising. Whoop, whoop. Gemini rising in the house. I'm a Gemini sun and a Gemini rising, so this one's for me. And
I love time out.
What?
I love when like I love the fact that Julene is a Gemini rising and a Gemini sun. And the reason for that is how she views herself is how the world views her. Can you imagine that? Like, that's perfect. That's what I think. So
It's kind of like a what you see, what you get. Some people
yeah,
like
where with me, people think I'm
people
together and I'm not.
She's over there crying in the corner, but that's okay. We like tears. All right.
Yep.
So Gemini, this eclipse is happening in your 12th house of what's hidden. So the 12th house is the Pisces house. So it's all about dreams and connection to the divine, maybe otherworldly type experiences, your intuition. So Gemini rising, dreams could be on point. And you could receive pretty cool intuitive messages in your dreams and otherwise. So pay attention to what's going on around you. Not very many people, hopefully, will get anything over on you with Neptune there in Pisces. But also be careful of deception. So 12th house for Gemini rising. Stay cool and stay in your dreams. That's what I say. Like I had crazy dreams last night and the night before. So I'm liking going to sleep these days. All right.
Good then.
Good
So
job.
it's interesting that you mentioned hidden enemies, right?
Yep.
I think that right now what's going on, what we're sacrificing is I think that over these last 3 months, I feel like Gemini, like there's been a level of coldness to us, right? Where we've become numb. And I feel like we've become numb in order to fight the pain, in order to pretend like, hey, this isn't happening, right? Like, especially Geminis, those of you guys that have gone through really traumatic experiences. And I feel like there's something here that you've had to sacrifice. And I think that there's something in particular that you want. And I feel like you're making that sacrifice. And with that sacrifice, it's like removing the coldness. So there's something here that's coming in where maybe you felt like I'm just going through the motions. I guess that's the best way to say it. Like, have you guys ever been driving a car and then you got to where you were supposed to go? And then you're like, how the hell did I end up here? I don't even remember the ride there. Like, it's just in motion, right? Like almost like robotic. I feel like that's ending completely. And I feel like with that ending, it's because you're setting up certain boundaries for yourself. There's certain things that you're going to be accepting. There's certain things you're not going to be accepting. If it's something that hurts you, you're going to say, no, you need to go over there, right? It's setting up healthy boundaries, and it's also taking a break, Gemini, because I think that Geminis at times don't realize that you have to take a pause, right? Everybody wants to be around Gemini, but there's times where Geminis need to say, okay, I need to be alone, just to mentally recoup, right? And I think that creating these healthy boundaries with work, everybody wants you to do everything. Time out. Yeah, this is what I'm going to do and this is what I'm not going to do, right? This is what I can handle and this is what I'm not. It's not always saying yes to everything. It's saying, no, that doesn't work for me. And I feel like what that's going to do is it's going to warm up how you are and it's going to make you happy again. As far as love and romance is concerned, Gemini, there is a Ace of Pentacles, okay? So I definitely feel like there's some type of new opportunity. Now, with any time we have aces, right, this is amazing. First of all, Cancer lied, cheated, and broke my heart. I sacrificed him. Good, sacrifice that damn Cancer. Get out of here. What's his name, Brandy? We'll go over here and X him out. So anyways, when it does come to the Ace of Pentacles, right, out of all the aces, that's the ace I want. I don't care about Ace of Cups. Well, I like the Ace of Cups, not going to lie. But the Ace of Pentacles is like somebody values you, right? They value you enough to put their like time and energy into it. And I think that this is something that has the potential of blooming. For some of you guys, it definitely can be somebody that has waited for a period of time and now it's coming forward. It can also be, I feel like you have a decent amount of people that are curious about you and what you're doing. But I think that there's going to be a very solid offer coming in that you can't refuse. And it's because this person is putting that time and energy into nurturing that relationship because it's raw, unstable energy, right? That's what aces are. It's raw. Whatever you do with it, whatever your partner does with it, that determines the direction of the relationship. And the fact that it's a pentacle, I don't feel like I need to say anymore. Because pentacles, I mean, that's when you get cups and wands, that's a lot of sex. It's a lot of emotions, right? Swords, it's mind games. Pentacles is like, hey, I value you enough to offer you this pentacle, right? For sometimes some people are like, put your money where your mouth is, or it's almost like put your time where it is, right? If you want me, then show me. right? Physical time. Okay. Go ahead, Julian.
Awesome. So we have Cancer.
Yeah, I think that's fire.
Yeah, it is. So we have Cancer. Cancer is ruled by the moon. It also represents the mother, the home, the foundation. This eclipse for Cancer is happening in the 11th house of friends, acquaintances, organizations, hopes, and dreams. So Cancer might be out there in the community interacting with women. You could meet a significant woman if you're a female. You could meet somebody that's motherly, somebody that nurtures you a little bit or you get along really well with. If you're a Cancer man, now might be the time. The time for you to get out there and mingle and find somebody that you could take home, because Cancer rules the 4th house of the home and foundation. So this eclipse might be good for Cancer, unless, of course, things are a little shaky in that area, and then somebody might be getting booted out on the street, like all their stuff thrown out the window into the front yard. Just don't set anything on fire with that Jupiter and that Mars.
That's for Aries, okay? Aries are Sag. They're the ones lighting shit on fire, okay?
Light stuff on fire, yeah. All right.
That's it?
That's it. I mean, the astrology is pretty straightforward. I mean, otherwise, one thing, if everybody's got their chart up and they're looking at their rising, is they should look at any personal planets or sensitive points, which would be the angles here, anything they might have at 27 degrees or within 5 degrees of 27 degrees, or in the fixed signs, which are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So
perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, also, Julene, Brandy said, yep, he did all of that behind my back.
No way. Oh, Brandy.
So, okay. So Cancer. Here's the thing. Now, cross watchers, Brandy, you're going to have to flip it because this is probably your situation. So if you're cross watching, sometimes when you're watching, the energy's reversed, right? Couple of things. I think that there's a lot that's been going on around you, right? And I think that with all the chaos, you've kind of been just sitting down, pretending like nothing is happening around you. I also feel like there's somebody that's very focused on you, that's envious of you. You have a lot of envious people for some reason. And I think that there's certain things, there's certain attacks, whether it's on your character, whether it's on your spirit, whether it's somebody's physically doing spells. Like, I don't know what it is, but there's a lot of envy around you right now. And I think it's because you're remaining at peace with all the chaos. And I think that with that release of it, it's like you're surrendering, right? It's like you're identifying what no longer serves you. You're identifying, okay, this hurts me. I'm not going to do that. And I think that you're surrendering to what you really need to do, because I think that the one thing that Cancer struggles with, and I'm a Cancer moon, Mercury and Venus, so I can honestly admit this, but Cancers like to hold on to things, right? Cancers also like to hoard, but they hold on to things because they're so emotionally connected, even things that are not good for them. Because you don't want to let go, you want to keep trying because you're emotionally connected to that person. But I feel like when you let go of this person, and if you have a level of patience, there's something that's coming back in. And I even feel like for work, be patient, Cancer, because there's something that's coming in for you. And as far as a relationship is concerned, I feel like there's definitely a relationship that's possibly ending. But again, somebody's holding on to something that they still need to let go of, right? And this is the Four of Pentacles, something from your past that you've been in your head about. But for me, Cancer, I feel like this is like your mom. This is something from childhood that you've kept with you that's made you the way that you are, right? Whether it's an abandonment issue, whether it's, there's some type of issue that needs to be addressed from your childhood before I think that you can have that healthy relationship, right? And I feel like there's a lot of guilt and regret. And I think that you focus on what you don't have versus what you do have. Because what's crazy is you guys don't feel like you have what you want. But the funny thing is, everybody thinks you do. Because you do not see, can't see the damn card, damn it. You guys cannot actually see what everybody else is seeing. So I think that right now, Cancer, you are of high value, but you just don't see yourself that way. So that's something I think that you guys have to work on, or even we need to work on as a collective. And be patient with yourself. Like, that's happening. It's coming. Okay. My Venus is in Cancer too, Rita. God, why are we such psychos? Struggle with that Venus in Cancer.
They love so big
Makes
and
you just
so
want to
hard.
love people.
Exactly.
Huh?
You just want to love everybody.
Not everybody. Hold on here. Hold my beer. I don't want to love everybody. Like, I'm very picky with my love, but I love who I love, you know?
Yeah.
And if you fuck with my family or somebody I consider very close to me, then it's like, all right.
Yeah, if you don't really like them, you're just going to do the little side step sideways. I just think I'll side exit out of this thing.
Yes, I'm going to come over here, or I'm going to cuss you out, one or the other.
Exactly. Okay, so we have Leo. Leo is next. Leo's a fixed sign, so like I said, the eclipse is going to affect fixed signs significantly. So check your charts, and Leo heads up. This is happening in your 10th house of career, commitment, and your public image. So with this eclipse being faded endings and turning points, be careful that people aren't talking shit behind your back, or something doesn't come out to cause a disruption in your job. It also is related to the father in the 10th house. So, you know, check in on your dad, make sure everything's going well there. And yeah, this could be your work. Maybe you're starting a new job, or you're ending an old one. Leo usually handles things very loud and proud. You know, sometimes they need to be careful not to get too far into their ego, but overall, you know, they usually handle things pretty well. I'm circling the 10th house up here. That's Saturn. It's the Capricorn house. So that is a house of commitment, work, and public image. So that is Leo.
Woo. So it's interesting that you were talking about that, because with Leo, I feel like Leo tries to be so strong, right? Like, Leo doesn't want to let anyone know that, hey, like, you hurt me, right? Hey, you affected me in a certain type of way. Like, you guys are too prideful, right? If you guys send a text message and that person doesn't respond right away, what do you guys like? Well, fuck them. Now I'm going to keep them on red for 2 days, right? That's very like Leo, because I think that sometimes you guys take it personally where it hurts your pride. And I think that you try to hold in how much you're hurting. And hey, Melissa, you're trying to hold in how much you're hurting right now, because you feel like it's going to make you stable, but I feel like you're going to release it. I think that you're going to acknowledge, and I think you're going to tell somebody, you hurt me. This is what you did to me that caused me to feel like this. And I feel like when you're doing this, so, oh, they're laughing. Not yet, but she said the readings are for rising signs. Yeah. Okay. So, I also feel like too, there's a level of resilience, right? I think that you say what you say, and then I think that you work on yourself. Like, there's something here where you're being very resilient. Like, you're struggling, you're going through the gauntlet, right? You're running the 10 miles or, you know, the triathlon, and it's like you're on your last leg and you're almost there. So just understand that even when you feel like you want to give up, like things aren't there, it's coming, okay? And it's because you have the will. So because of your will, that's what's going to give you the foundation, right? It's not you being too prideful to say, hey, you hurt me, and expressing how you feel, but it's your will to do the right thing, right? To be loyal. That's what you guys do best. And really tell yourself, like, I deserve this. Sometimes I think that, Leo, like, you say you deserve it, but then you don't really believe it internally. So I think this is really about putting a level of self-respect back to you. I also think, too, when it comes to love, you have the sun here. So for some of you guys, I feel like this is a lot of self-love coming in, or there is a new relationship coming in that is going to make you very happy. But I feel like this is a lot of working. There's some type of work in progress right now, I feel like. And then I feel like once you work on yourself, like I see some of you guys working out, eating differently, being very mindful. I feel like right when you guys start that, all of a sudden this new relationship comes in and you're offered like the love that you actually deserve, which is a lot more than I feel like what people give you. So You're next, Jolene.
Yay, Leo. So moving on to Virgo. Virgo's right here. This eclipse is, well, before I move on to Virgo, I want to answer. I was reading some of the comments, and Mel asked about the 27 degrees, and that is the degree, Mel, that this eclipse is occurring in. So if you're looking at your chart, look for any degrees that you might have at 27. That you might have at 27 degrees in your own personal planets or on your angles. This eclipse will affect you a little more significantly if you have 27 degree points. Okay. All right. And I got to tell you, Whitney, like I'm watching in between and she's like doing this, you know, she's like talking with her hands. And being a Gemini, it's almost like you just took candy away from me because I'm trying to work this like mouse over here where I can draw and it's like sitting on my hands. It's like crazy. It's like crazy. It's like, I want to move my hands really bad.
I'm Sicilian, so you know I'm always like, let me tell you something. I'm going to throw a dead fish on your porch. How about that? The Italians know what the hell that means.
Your mom probably does. She's still in the comments. She can tell us all about it.
I'm all afraid people throw a fish on their porch, okay? My mom has for sure told somebody, I will throw a fish on dead fish. Don't play with me.
Get
Don't
your
make me call
ass off my porch. I can see your mom saying that for sure.
For sure.
Okay, we're just playing with you, Lucy. That's all. Okay. So,
no, she's loving it. She's like, I know that's right.
She knows that's right. Okay. So we have Virgo here. Virgo rising. This is happening in your 9th house of spiritual integration, of expansion, of long trips, philosophy, higher learning. So something could be going on, something could happen. You could take you away somewhere to a foreign land on a long trip, or you could be thinking about college. You could be flunking out of college. All depends on where you're at. But it is about expansion. You could also be reaching a higher level of consciousness and researching and learning on a much higher level about what your religious or spiritual values are and expanding on those. So that could be a pretty cool time for you in the next 6 months. Look for something to happen or some curiosity to spike, or maybe you run across somebody that piques your interest or teaches you something about expanding your awareness and consciousness. So good luck, Sag.
So, kind of crazy. My son is a Virgo rising, and he's also a Virgo, right? And yesterday and today, he keeps picking up tarot cards, and he's very intuitive. And he's always like, Mom, I need to read these cards, right? And so he's like, will you teach me? So I gave him his own little deck, right? And I see him practicing. It's like he's a natural at it. He looks at the cards and I say, well, what do you think the story is? Tell me what the story is. And he puts the story out and I'm sitting there like, damn, man. You're right, dude. Like, I don't know what's going on, you know? So I think that Virgo is definitely going through something right now. And it's funny because I feel like for some of you guys, you're so stuck in your head. It's like, I'm almost fated to suffer, right? It's like you made a wrong choice. And I think that you're beating yourself up for it and beating yourself up and beating yourself up. And I feel like with this full moon, it's time to let it go, right? I think that you're letting it go. And I think that you're acknowledging that who everybody wants you to be, that doesn't mean you have to be like that. And I also feel like there's something here where you're stepping into your own. You're tapping into those very like hermit type energies, right? The hermit is, I mean, think about how spiritual the hermit is. It's huge, right? And I think that sometimes we forget that the hermit goes to seek a higher level of knowledge. And I think right now you're being guided towards a more spiritual aspect of things, tapping into something more spiritually. And I feel like with this full moon, it's saying to you, because here's a card, it's wolf, which is funny because my son with the Virgo keeps telling me I want a wolf stuffed animal. So that's kind of weird too, right? I want the wolf stuffed animal, Mom. But the wolf is all about essentially in Native American culture, right? They have two wolves, or there's a wolf, but the wolf is split in two. They have the dark side of the wolf or they have the light side of the wolf. And depending on which one you feed, right, which one you pay attention to, which one you acknowledge, whatever one you're fixated on, that's ultimately what happens. So I feel like right now you're being asked to feed the wolf that's positive, that has forward movement, that is okay with change and getting out of your head. It's removing you from that dark place and it's pushing you towards the light. That's what I'm getting very, very strongly. And when it comes to love and romance, Virgo, look at this, Ace of Wands.
Uh-oh.
Virgo, what are you doing? I feel like Virgo's out there there's somebody new coming in, somebody that you like. I think it's somebody that, Two of Cups. Again, there's a lot of energy, okay, around something new that's coming in, and I feel like it pops off very quickly. I feel like you're going to be ultimately in love. I think that there's some type of falling in love here, resolution. That's Cancer Venus, right? And I feel like this person may be somebody from your past that's coming back around, or this is somebody that like drops out of nowhere, right? Because we also have Judgment here too, and it's an awakening. And I feel like this person wakes up a different aspect of yourself, and it makes you believe in love again. Like, it makes you happy. It makes you feel like, okay, I don't have to be constantly down, right? There's something very beautiful coming in for you guys. I'm a Virgo, and that's exactly what I'm going through. Thank you, Sage and Tacos. Where the hell are my tacos at? Damn it.
Sage and tacos.
Love these tacos. I love that name. All right, Julian.
All right, we're moving on to Libra rising. Whitney is our Libra rising.
I'm over here like, don't tell my business.
Don't tell everybody. I promise. We'll keep it on the down low. Do I not talk now? You always say.
Yeah, actually, we're skipping Libra. No, I'm just kidding.
Libra now. So Libra, the eclipse is happening in your 8th house of sex, death, taxes, other people's money. So that's the house that's ruled by Scorpio succinctly. So it is the intense house. The intense house of, Pluto, digging deep. So this could be a pretty intense eclipse for Libra rising. Take a look at those areas of your life. Something sudden could happen. Hopefully you paid the tax man.
Maybe it's a Scorpio popping up out of nowhere.
Maybe
you don't know.
Scorpio
we don't
popping
know.
up. Yeah, it could happen. Be careful of those Scorpios, right? Pluto energy is really intense. But it might have to do with love, because you think about Libra. Libra is ruled by Venus. So, Venus isn't all about love. Venus is about money too. So in the 8th house, got to watch out for your money. Pay attention to any contracts that you might sign. Don't jump into bed with anybody and start sharing bank accounts. Or you might be the one that I know, right? Like, don't do that right away. That's not a good idea. You might be the one, kind of siphoning money out of the joint bank account and running for the hills too. So it can happen. I don't know. I don't know what people do, right? But just be careful. That's the area of life. You gotta watch out for Scorpios. Exactly.
This is mine. I love it. Honestly, Libras crack me up. They're like one of the most funny signs ever. Like, one of my brothers is a Libra. My dad is a Libra. And they make me laugh. Relic is a Libra. Like, they make me laugh so hard because they just roast people, right, all the time. And I just love it because as a Gemini, I'm like, yes, like Hercules. Like, I don't know. I just find it hilarious. So kind of funny, but I feel like right now, Libra, you're always putting it off, right? There's a decision that needs to be paid. Hello, somebody needs to pay a bill. I don't know what it is. There's a decision that has to be made right now, right? And I think that we're always putting it off. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll stop this situation tomorrow, right? I'm not ready to let go of it because it's going to happen tomorrow. There's definitely something here where it's no longer today for tomorrow. It's like you're going to be living in the moment, right? You're not going to be worried about the future, right? Worrying about the future is anxiety. Worrying about the past, that's depression. When you're very centered, you're living in the now. And I think that you're taking that because Libra, I think you're always worried like what's going to happen next. Is this going to go somewhere? Is it not? Am I wasting my time? Do I need to go find somebody else? Like, what the hell, right? And I feel like this is a different type of energy, right? And the funny thing is, it's because you're stepping into your own. queen of your own world, right? You're saying, hello, I'm here. Come get me. You want me? Come get me, because I'm ready. And I think by doing that, there's a level of confidence that's being exuded right now that's intoxicating. Like, I feel like there's a level of intoxication. See, there you go. Past time flight. That's what I'm talking about. But I also feel like, too, there's something about you right now that's very intoxicating. Like, people are drawn towards you. They want to know more about you. And it's because of your confidence, and it's because of your energy that you're releasing. The moment you start living in the day, in the now, things change for you. And as I said that, look what just came out, the change card, right? And it's interesting because there's going to be a lot of sudden changes emotionally and also worldly changes that are coming in. Damo's like, I know that's right, Damo. So I feel like, though, you have to make the choice, right? With Libras, it's like, I need somebody else to make that choice, right? Don't ever ask a Libra where they want to eat. You'll never find out, right? You'll never know. They can't make a damn decision to save their life. So I feel like there's huge change coming for you. It's amazing. It's change. It's also something where you've taken time by yourself to really recognize what you want. Like, you had to take that period where you were alone in order to think like, yeah, this is what I want. This is what I need to move forward to. Hey, that's just what I think. I don't know. Okay. So what about the love life? Okay. I feel like there's something ending, Libra, to be honest. I feel like, here's my thing. I feel like there's a conversation that needs to be had, right? And I feel like whoever you've been dealing with, especially romantically, they've been putting it off for whatever the reasoning is, right? They don't want to talk about it. And I think for you, it's like you're changing paces, right? You're changing how everything is going. Hey, Carrie. And things are changing significantly. And I feel like with the Six of Swords here, this is Mercury and Aquarius. I feel like there's going to be some type of unexpected communication that comes in where you're like, huh? But I feel like it's when you move on. Like, I feel like it's like, I'm done with that situation. I'm going to go ahead and pivot left and see what's going on. And I think that that's when everything changes. That's when all of a sudden this person that's been dragging their feet, this is when they want to come forward and talk to you. But the funny thing is, I feel like they want to say something to you, but it's not necessarily completely the truth, right? They're going to give you enough information, but not all the information, because they're still burying their emotions and they're still not expressing what's deep down, how they feel. It's like they're trying to keep things very surface level with you, and I don't think that that's going to fly. Not at all. Okay, your turn, Julene.
All right, we got Scorpio rising. So this is a big eclipse for Scorpio risings. We've got Mars here because, Mars is in Scorpio, the sun's in Scorpio, and so is Mercury. So this is happening in their 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So that could be work. It could be love relationship. It could be just any kind of significant relationship that they have. Could be blown up. Could be moved forward. It's really hard to tell with the Scorpio. It's kind of funny because, especially with all that Mars and Mercury energy and the sun there, you never know. Like, Scorpio could have something really big happen and it just blows up, and they seem like they're upset about it, but be careful, because underneath it all, Scorpio could have caused it all and nobody knew. So Scorpio, Pluto, Mars, something could blow up and disintegrate. But the good thing about Scorpio is they have the power to regenerate. They can transform and rebuild things quicker than anybody. So it's super powerful energy. And I'll be interested to see what happens in the lives of any Scorpio rising folks I know, because I'm sure it's going to be like off the hook.
Oh, I bet. I feel like Scorpio is sex and death, right? And transformation. So I feel like anything Scorpio does, it's never small, right? It's always big. And it's interesting because I think that you guys are finally letting go of being stuck, right? There's something here where you've made yourself say, nope, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to have. I want it this way. And I think that there's something that you're releasing here. It's something that didn't work out. It's like an idea that didn't work out that's being released. And I feel like you're starting to realize that by staying in this, it's almost like you're locked in a cage. I know that sounds kind of weird. Scorpio's like, I like that shit. But listen, I definitely feel like you feel boxed into a certain type of relationship, finances, any type of situation where you feel like you don't have an option. But the reality is you do have an option. And I think that what's coming in here is you're releasing the chains, you're releasing all the blocks that you've put up in your head, or it's like, I think you're coming into this sense of, just because I was supposed to do things this way, it doesn't mean that I have to, right? There's a level of realization here. It's a lot of 3 energy. So there's some type of completion of a phase. And I also feel like with the completion of a phase, it's like you're having this new realization. And the realization is you think that you're trying to walk through this small door, right? But in reality, like, take a look at this card. It's realization. Look at that big ass keyhole, right? There's something so much bigger and better for you. If you look around this card, hopefully you guys can see, it's all dark, right? But look through the keyhole. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay, here we go. Look through the keyhole, right? Look how beautiful and amazing that is. All right? There's something so much better for you on the other side once you let go of an idea or of a certain stipulation that you've put in place yourself. You've put yourself in the cage. You're the one that said, I can't do this or that or that, when in reality, you can do whatever you want. Like, that's why Scorpio is so powerful. I feel like I just look like that keyboard mouse or keyboard cat. Have you guys ever seen that? If you guys haven't, like, after this live, like, go YouTube keyboard cat. Oh my God, I just look like that damn cat. Anyways, sorry, my bad, ADD. As far as your love life is concerned, I feel like there's something new coming in possibly with the Page of Pentacles. There is going to be some type of conversations. You also have the Knight of Cups here. So there is something that's going to come in here where there is going to be some type of romantic interest. And I feel like there's a lot of like romance. I feel like there's something solid. There's new. This is something that you feel like is very practical. It makes logical sense. And I also think as well with the Knight of Cups, it's making your mind, it's like you're not stuck in this King of Cups. It's like almost like you're kind of, you know, when you get butterflies, or like when you're a kid, like you start to enjoy, almost like puppy dog. I don't know how to explain it. Like when you first find somebody, you really, really like them before you've had your heart crushed 175 times, right? I feel like there's a renewed sense of love. Yeah, that's what I think. Okay.
Cool.
Your turn. Yeah.
Scorpio is always a big one. All right, so you have Sagittarius rising. So for Sagittarius rising, this eclipse happens in your 6th house of service. So that service to yourself, service to self, service to others, things you might take care of other people. It's taking care of yourself, taking care of other people. The 6th house is also the house of health, so keep an eye on your health. Watch the health of those people around you. There may be a change for the good. I would work, maybe get out there and start working out more. Take some vitamins.
Look at this.
What?
This is Parasite.
Oh.
So you're talking about health.
Yeah.
And that type of thing. Parasite just came out. So whatever she's saying, I can 100% confirm is legit. Sorry, I just wanted to tell you that.
That's okay. Yeah, so that's the 6th house, and those are the things you need to watch for. So, you know, be careful of things starting up, things ending. You know, when you're talking about health, like I said, start up a workout routine or, you know, a new diet or something, you know, get ahead of all of that. With this energy going on within the next 1 to 6 months, I'd get ahead of anything. Make sure you're taking care of yourself and everybody around you. All right.
That's it?
Sagittarius, yeah, that's it.
Okay, hold on. I'm writing back. Okay, so Parasite, okay? what we need to let go of are those things that are not good for us, right? It could be drinking, partying too much, alcohol. It could also be something in your body that's just not sitting well anymore, right? And I also feel like there's something that's not good for you and you know it's not good for you, but you continue to do it for some reason. And I feel like you're letting go of it. It's something was eating you from like the inside out, right? I don't know if it was a decision. I don't know if it was something that you needed to let go of. Like, I don't know. I get a deep sense of there was something that you needed to let go of that was really altering and stopping your progression. So whether that's a person, whether that's a lifestyle, whatever that may be, there's definitely something here going on with that. As far as your spiritual message is concerned, you get the same message as Virgo. Gosh darn it. Okay, Wolf. It depends, Sag, like whatever you guys want to do, like Sag is one of the funniest signs of the zodiac too, right? Like name an unfunny Sag. I'll wait. Like you guys are hilarious, but it's where are you going to put your energy at? Are you going to be pissed off online, cussing people out, ready to fight? Or are you going to say like that person's a turd, let's pivot, you know what I mean? And I'm going to focus on myself and what, you know, I'm doing. And there's also a sense of knowledge that I feel like you're going to start seeking for a deeper meaning or a deeper purpose. Like I feel like you guys are going to start asking like, why is this happening? There is a big release coming for you as well. Something where you felt a certain void. That void is going to be filled because it's the pause, right? It's the pause prior to the big release. As far as love and romance is concerned with this full moon energy, you're taking control of somebody, or an Aries is coming in possibly, or a Pisces. But I feel like this is you moving forward. I feel like this is you taking control. This is you no longer sitting back and waiting for somebody to make a move for you, right? You're like, no, if I want something, I'm going to go get it. 8 of Wands. And whatever you're taking action on, whatever communication that you're saying, it's going to be very impactful and it's going to change how everything is going to happen into your life from this point forward. All right, Julian.
Nice, Sag. So moving on.
Let it go.
Let it go.
Yep, it's happening.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the
baggage that was holding you down. Whew.
Yeah, and that's the thing with fated events, you know, eclipses, that, you know, destined type of events. It's like, just let it go. The best thing to do is go with the flow because you can't control it. It's kind of that way in life anyway, right? You know, just the more resistance that you put into something, you know, it pulls back the other way. So I agree with that.
It does.
Yeah. So Capricorn, you have Capricorn. This eclipse is happening in your 5th house of fun, pleasure, romance, creativity, and financial speculation. It's kind of funny too. If you're a Capricorn, you also have Venus in Capricorn. So I'd be really careful with your money sitting right there next to Pluto. Like, I don't know, if you're a really good financial manager and you're a Capricorn, you might be able to, you know, use that Pluto to blow up your financial worth, but I wouldn't gamble too much. I don't know. You know, I'm not a financial person, but it may not be a good time to mess with the things you don't know about, like crypto coin or something like that. But when it comes to romance and pleasure, you might want to get out there and mingle a little bit, but just be careful that something doesn't happen that actually changes your life forever. So be responsible, just like a Capricorn would be, right?
She's saying use protection. Let's just say
exactly. So okay.
She's just trying to be nice about it. Or I'll be the weirdo.
Nice you know, hey, maybe some Capricorns are, you know, going to tap into their creativity, right? So they're just going to find some kind of hobby to do. Maybe, but that's going to be
hands down freaks.
I know, it's going to be counting money. Like, I don't even know. Are there any Capricorns out there that can tell me, like, what do? Do they paint? They got to build something. Capricorns are builders. I don't know.
You know, my son is a Capricorn. One of my other sons is a Capricorn. And his ass, when he was like 3, all of a sudden he was showering and I heard coins dropping in the bed, in the bath. And I'm like, what is he, a damn leprechaun? Like, what's going on in there? I walked in. I'm like, hey, why do you have money in the shower? He's like, I'm just trying to make sure that, you know, my brother doesn't steal my money, steal my coins. I mean, at 3 years old, like that's a total Capricorn. Like, don't take my money,
You
fool.
gotta get him one of those mesh bags, like where you put your socks in before you throw them in the washer, so that you can take it in the shower with him.
Oh yeah, he's crazy. He takes that money everywhere. That fool hoards money, and he'll ask you for more money, and he still has money. You know. Not yet. Aquarius is almost up, Lisa. Okay, so I feel like there's something here where you're letting go of kind of like something that didn't work out, right? I think that there was something that you were being overly prideful about that maybe you didn't want to let go of, right? Because it's something that you put a lot of effort into. It's something that I feel like, I don't know why, but I feel like you tried to grow something. And I don't know if it necessarily worked out the way that you thought it would. But what's funny is it's a negative energy behind it, right? Because the funny thing about Capricorns is Capricorns are very lucky as long as they do the right thing. And I feel like with this type of energy, the moment that you release everything you don't have, that's when something grows, right? And I definitely feel like there is some type of investment that you've put money into, whether it's a person, whether it's a place or a thing, and that's about to blow up. It's only a matter of time. Like I'm telling you right now, the moment you release that negative energy of this isn't going to happen, it can't happen because I've done this, I've calculated the numbers, whatever, once you let go of what you don't have, that's when you have this huge growth come in. Huge. You've already laid the foundation. That's also something that I'm hearing. Like you've already laid the foundation, Capricorn. So you just have to believe that it can grow. Like, don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like Capricorns beat the shit out of themselves. Like, I can't do this. Or I was supposed to do this and it didn't work out and everything else, when it's like, Capricorn, everything is set in place for you. All you have to do is take a deep breath and everything is going to fill into place. As far as like love is concerned, I feel like there's a lot of like very hot and passionate energy, just like Julene said, okay? Because we do have the King of Wands here, right? Capricorn, you're like, you want something, you're going to go get it. I also feel like there's a level of obsession here. There's somebody that you want or somebody that wants you. And I feel like there's going to be a relationship coming that's moving very quickly, possibly with a Leo, a Leo, Cancer, or a Taurus. There's some type of energy here where I'm telling you, it's like it feels right. And I think for you, you're taking a chance on love that usually you wouldn't take, but you have a little extra pep in your step and it's like the fire's lit. So it's going to be really interesting what happens. Okay, Julene.
Awesome. So we're moving on to Aquarius. Aquarius is the fourth fixed sign here that we've gone over. So like I said, the fixed signs are going to be affected more significantly with this eclipse because it's in a fixed sign, Taurus and Scorpio. So Aquarius, this eclipse happens in the fourth house of the home and foundation, so, and your roots. So you could see something happening at home, a change for the good, hopefully, but you know, you never know. You could find yourself going into real estate even, because the fourth house rules real estate, or selling a home or buying a home. Also, the fourth house represents the mother, so you want to check on your mom too and just sort of hunker down and take care of the family. Make sure things are going well. Yeah, and with Jupiter there, I don't know. Maybe with Jupiter, there could be some additions to the family in the foundation with Jupiter. So you never know. You know, Jupiter expands things, so might get a little bit frisky, but, you know, be careful not to overextend yourself with Saturn sitting there. You know, again, be responsible. But, yeah, it's all about the home life for Aquarius.
Yeah, I think honestly, exactly what you said. I definitely see that in the cards as well. So it's kind of interesting. I feel like right now, there's something here where you're like, I'm tired of suffering. Whether it's in a job that you hate, whether it's a person that you're attached to that irritates your soul, right? It's something where you're done. Like, you're like, I'm ending the suffering. I'm out. I also feel like you're going to be having a lot of dreams right now, dreams that may come to fruition, certain ones. And I do feel like Julian said, there's something that's going to blow up, and it's blowing up significantly. And it's about your foundation, but it's a positive blow up. It's something here that's changing, and it's because you put the work in. Yeah, it's weird because this card, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's a 3, okay? So it's like you're ending something, you're ending the suffering, and this is perchance to dream. And this is all about, feeling like you're not happy, like you're not, you can, no matter what you do, it's never good enough, it's never right. You feel like you're sad, right? There's something definitely going on, but what you're releasing is this fake ass idea, right? You're releasing the fact that whatever you're working on, it's going to come to fruition, and you're not here to suffer. It's almost like they say that the quote, like, to be or not to be. That is the question, right? And it's interesting because the next card you have is fruition. And fruition, it ultimately equals a 4. So there's definitely, a level of like, we're here, right? We're going to let go of that shit, and boom, your stability is there. And I feel like there is some type of income or some type of boost financially, or like Julene said, there's something about this Jupiter energy that's expanding. So family expanding, money expanding. There's something here that's going on. As far as your love life is concerned, I definitely feel like, again, it's a lot of Leo energy. I keep getting like a lot of Leo energy, which is very like intense sexual energy. And because I've been watching Tiger King with the right? But it's interesting because I feel like there's somebody that's very focused on love and romance right now. And you may be very focused on love and romance. And there's somebody that's watching you. I feel like they've been watching you for a period of time, Aquarius. I feel like you may not understand how much they really like you or they really enjoy you, but I feel like there's going to be a level of romance that's coming in for you guys that's very beautiful. So I'm here for it. Aquarius is blowing the fuck up.
Yeah, they are. And congratulations.
Good, better, and different, right?
Yeah. Congratulations on your grandbaby on the way, Lisa Clay. That's really cool. If you're an Aquarius, Lisa, yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah. So if she's an Aquarius, that's a definite fated change right there in the 4th house. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, and Aries is chasing you? Listen, to get a male Aries to chase you, you have to have the sauce. You got to have something special about you in order to have a male Aries do that. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, you do. And they'll catch you because they're fast. Yeah. Well, they will. They don't play around.
Well, they are the emperor, right?
They are the emperor.
I feel like female Aries is like, you're mine, take a seat. Like,
Exactly.
Where I feel like male Aries will kind of like circle, they'll take a step back, they'll watch you for forever, and then finally, like when you least expect it, that's when they get that ass.
Yeah, they're like, sit down, shut up, I want what I
want.
1,
2, 3.
I want what I want when I want it. That's an Aries. Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
I love Aries energy though.
I do too. Like I said, I feel like I like Aries because I just sit back and like their feistiness.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't bother me. I don't get mad when they get mad. It's kind of like, okay. They command that sort of presence that it's like, it's all right. They can be in charge. I'll give this one to them. Right? Like
listen,
Aries.
I'm like, hey.
Can't say no to an Aries.
Hey, that's hot.
Exactly. Okay.
I don't know whether to be scared or turned on, but I'm seemingly feeling both. That's Aries.
That's a Gemini thing. I can go right in the middle with that. Okay, so we have the last one. You have Pisces. I love Pisces energy. I love Pisces. Pisces is ruled by Neptune. And so very touchy-feely, very healing, people usually very musically inclined. They're very dreamy, very intuitive. And I just love Pisces energy. I have most of my Gemini energy in the 12th house. So it makes me a bit Piscean, which people would be like, no, they wouldn't believe it. But it's true. It's true. I just kind of keep it hidden. So I love Pisces. Yeah, I do. That's only for the closest of the close, right? Okay, So Pisces, this eclipse is happening in your third house of communication. So communication is also thoughts and concepts, learning something, reading something, writing something. It also rules siblings and short trips in like cars or trains, even planes, but just short trips. So you might keep an eye out for that kind of a thing going on in your life. You might all of a sudden decide to up and take off for a little trip, or you might have an encounter with one of your siblings for good or for bad. You might hash some things out. Could be super healing. Maybe something from your childhood that you never talked about could actually sort of be a turning point for you, or some kind of a revelation. So, yeah, and also, you know, if you feel like you want to read something new or you want to write, writing is really good for Pisces. So anybody with Pisces energy, you might want to pick up a pen and start writing down all of those intuitive things that come to you so easily. Sometime in the next 1 to 6 months, you know, if something like that pops in, pay attention to it and trust it. So go Pisces. Do we have any Pisces in here? I see. Oh, yeah. Mel has a Pisces stellium. Cool.
So that's fire.
Very cool. Yeah.
So this is our last hoorah, right? This is our last one, old Pisces. I love Pisces too because I think you guys are so sweet. And there's definitely something to a Pisces because you guys hide the pain. Like, you guys are not somebody that's going to come right out and say, hey, you hurt me, right? And I think that there's some type of step that needs to happen. There's something that you've been holding back on for a period of time that it's like you keep waiting, right? You're waiting to make an action. I feel like there's been a lack of action, right? A lack of communication on your feelings, whether that's with work, whether that's something, right? Something here is ending because it's no longer serves you. I think it makes you feel cold. I think that it's artificial heart here, right? So it's like, I feel like also too, Pisces, what's ending is the fact that you are starting to feel emotions, right? There's something here where you're starting to feel deeper about something. It's almost like the ice, like you were encapsulated in ice and now the ice is melting and you're like, wow, like, is this who I am? Is this who I am now? And I also feel like too, what this full moon energy is bringing in, I feel like there's a lot of your guides or your ancestors that are reaching out to you during this time period because the card is wisdom. Let's see. Oh, darn it. All right, wisdom. And I think with wisdom here, there's something here that somebody is trying to communicate to you. And I think that you need to take a pause and really listen because they're showing you synchronicities. They're telling you things in your dreams. They're setting up certain synchronicities where you would identify with something. So if you're not doing something right, you may see certain numbers, birthdays, you may see people's name constantly. That's like your ancestors like trying to warn you or trying to say, hey, this is what you should be doing, or hey, this is something that you shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? And I think that you have a lot of downloads that are going to be coming that are very psychic, and your responsibility is not to kick it out. I think that that's the problem with Pisces is that you acknowledge it, but you also second guess it. And I think now is the time for you to really open up and accept that type of energy because it's crazy here. You have some type of weird option going on, especially when it comes to love. There's a lot of twos here. 2, 2, 2. There's some type of option that you're going to have to make in order to balance things out. For some of you guys, this definitely involves a twin flame energy. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it definitely involves a twin flame energy, okay? And I think that there's something that you've been hiding from this person or that this person has been hiding from you, okay? 7 of Swords. And it needs to be communicated, okay? Something here has to be communicated because if it's not, I don't know how this is going to end. Like, there's 2 options here. And I feel like your guides are telling you, you need to leave this alone and you need to go this direction. Or, you know what, you need to take a whole different path completely because none of these are right. But I feel like it involves a twin flame. It involves a connection that you're meant to have because the twin flame card is here. And I feel like your partner or you, somebody is not acknowledging this strong connection, but you're being given a choice. So I think that it's really going to be up to you with whether or not you want to keep holding back in the sense of being hurt, or if you're going to say like, I'm going to do this and I'm not going to, you know, block my heart because I feel like here's this, right? With Pisces, you guys feel so deeply, which is why it's scary to allow somebody into your space, right? When you guys feel so strongly, that means you can be hurt just as much. And I think that that's why Pisces puts up this block, or when Pisces gets these emotions, it's like you guys dive deeper down, right? You bunker down and you hide because it's like, fuck, I can't feel this because the last time I felt like this is what happened to me, and I can't risk that anymore. So I just feel very strongly that there's something here that's going on where you're in your head about what to do, and your advice really is to listen to your ancestors. Listen, because they're talking to you. So that is Pisces.
That's it.
Sorry, Mel. Just uploaded why the term twin flame is so misleading. Yeah, you know, honestly, I think twin flame is tough, right? Because a lot of people stay in toxic and karmic situations because they call it a twin flame versus something else, right? And I think that a lot of times tarot readers tend to capitalize on that, if you want me to be honest, which is why I don't like twin flame stuff very much. But there's a lot of people that believe in it. So I think that it's good to have those type of readings. But you know what I mean? I don't know. Okay, so are there any questions, or else we're going to end the live, I think. Any questions on anything, guys? Now or never. Do you guys like this flow? Like, do you like having the astrology with the tarot? Like, is this something you guys really like? Happy Midhaven here. Hey, Cole. Amen. I think the comments are a little bit slower.
Yeah, I think they have been, unfortunately. We'll work on the broadcast a little bit more, but I think overall it went really well. I really appreciate being on here with you, Whitney, and everybody listening and interacting and asking questions. Gosh, I can't talk now. It must be getting too late for me. But
everybody loves it.
It was so much fun.
You know, I kind of want to do like a weekly one of these.
Okay.
Because I feel like, honestly, so for my channel, I feel like it's like a family, right? And I love interacting with you guys. I love learning your names and your signs. And I feel like we're connected. And I think that the more lives we do where we can kind of connect one-on-one, and then also to have different aspects, I just think it would be amazing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
it would be fun. I mean, you know, there are astrological events that occur every single week. Or, you know, people could send in their questions and we could address certain things. We could even try and do, it'd be, you know, we could do it, but we could do some live astrology transit and tarot card readings for people, just sort of short ones based on like one quick question, because it'd be hard to do anything more than that on a live, but that would be super fun. We could do that.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fire. Yeah. So, and you know what? Maybe what we do is like once a week, we take those questions, right? And yeah, I think everybody loves it, Julian. So I think this is fantastic.
Yeah,
but
so
I think
fun.
that
there's some more comments here. Yeah, there's just a few more comments. Like Lisa was asking about her Aries. I don't know if you were at the beginning of the reading, but we did Aries first, Lisa. So roll it back after it's over to the replay and check out Aries rising, and then passion for aesthetics. If you want to know more about your chart, you can. I'm happy to look at that and do a reading for you. You can find me over on my YouTube page or my Facebook page, and you know everybody knows here what Whitney can do. So yeah,
remember,
check her out.
go to Julian's channel, like it, and subscribe to her channel. And then Sunday we're gonna pull a winner, and I'll post it on my page who the winner is. You're gonna get a free 30-minute reading from me and a free astrology reading from Julene, which is huge. It's honestly, I swear, like her and I talk daily, and she gives me like the breakdown, like, hey, Today's you're gonna get kicked in the dick today, okay? Like it's gonna be a little rough. You're gonna get angry, Whitney. Like, calm it down. So, I don't know. I just think that she's amazing, and I think that she's a beautiful soul, and I'm so excited for you guys to see what she can do because she's fan-fucking-tastic. Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, everybody. And I don't know.
Oh, what's your channel name? Jovi Star.
It's
Hold on.
Jovi Star Soul Astrology. You can find it on YouTube or on Facebook. I have a private Facebook page, so if you search Facebook and just ask to be added, I'll add you, and I would be super appreciative. And obviously, any questions, you can throw them up on there, and I'll answer them back. Damo, I don't know. Can you tell when you're going to get married based on your chart? Yeah, you probably can. It's a lot of work moving things forward and progressions. I mean, you can't ever tell for sure, but you can sure look and see like when the energy is sort of, right for that. You have to have a partner, of course. So like if the energy lines up like, oh, this would be a really good time for you to get married, you got to make sure there's somebody actually there to get married. But you can look at some indicators in terms of timing. You sure can. Yeah.
I'm telling you, there's a lot of cool shit with astrology that I never knew, and I'm invested. I have no idea how to read it, but I love it. I love for you to read it, Julie.
Well, thank you. I like it too. It's so much fun. I enjoy it. It's like my creative expression. It's what I do to express myself creatively. And, being a Gemini, and you'll relate to this, it's like, I have that intuitive sense, but because my mind is so intellectual and it goes so fast and I break things down and put concepts together, the noise in my head sometimes is so loud that even if I were, and I do, get intuitive hits, I can't always like recognize it or figure it out. So astrology, trying to figure out like the shit show of your life, like that's what led me to astrology. It's like, okay, I see all this. There's got to be a reason. So, like, how do I figure it out? Well, I can't figure it out.
I'm down for a divorce party.
Right. I try to meditate, and I can do all that when I'm in a state, and that's all really good to do. But astrology is logical. And so for a Gemini, and most air signs, logic actually hits home. So when I see it on black and white, and I actually can research the concepts, and it's logical, it works for me. So I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
I think that's why I thought astrology fit so perfectly for you, because, somebody telling you is different than you looking at it and you seeing physically it's down in this, it's in the stars. You know what I mean? So there's so much logic behind it, and there's so many cool little intricate things that you can find out, just different things. And I think that every day, like, you find something different or something new, you're like, oh shit, I didn't even see this, right? Exactly. So I don't know, I'm really excited, and I hope that you guys like this, and I think you guys do, because I definitely am going to start doing these weekly. Hopefully you're okay with that. I didn't talk to you first, Julene, but I think that you'd be down too.
Yeah, I'm good. We'll figure it out.
Yes. Okay, guys. Well, oh, absolutely. Yeah. And you know what? We'll probably put together something too, where if you want to do a dual reading, we could totally do that. Yeah. And it's crazy because when she asks me questions, or when I'm asking questions or certain things like that, the amount of times that what she's saying with astrology matches the tarot is freaking insane. Like, it's mind blowing.
And I don't know it's how almost that happens. Like it's crazy, right? I have no idea. I'm like, what? I don't know. I'm just reading what's the lines on the paper. That's it. Like, but it's interesting. It's cool. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I love you. I'm sure Julene loves you guys too, because you guys are fantastic. And we are going to put something together. I appreciate you. And until next time, the rest of the readings will be going out too. Sorry, I had a little gnarly week with work and with the kids. So until next time, peace out, Girl Scout.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.